Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, I will discuss data types and objects in JavaScript language. There are two types of data types in JavaScript. The first one is primitive data type and the second is non-primitive reference data type. I will open the code editor and I will explain these two types along with the objects in JavaScript language. JavaScript is a dynamic type language, which means you don't need to specify the data type of a variable. You just need to use the var keyword and the data type is automatically determined by the JavaScript engine while a program is being processed. In JavaScript, a same variable can hold different type of values. For example, a variable a can hold a number value as well as it can hold a string value. To find the data type of a variable, you use the type of operator. The type of operator returns the data type of a variable. In this case, I am looking for the data type of variable a and I will display the return value of type of in an alert box. I will use the alert statement. At this stage, the variable a is holding a number value. So this type of operator will return the data type of variable a as a number. I will copy this line of code. I will paste it here. At this stage, this variable a is holding a string value. So this type of operator will return the data type of variable a as a string. I will go ahead, I will save this script. I will open the index.html file. So you can see in the first alert box, the type of operator is returning the data type of variable a as a number. I will click on the OK. In the second alert box, the type of operator is returning the data type of variable a as a string. I will click on the OK again. So JavaScript is a dynamic type language and a variable can hold any type of data inside it. As I said before, JavaScript has two types of data types, primitive data type and non-primitive or reference data type. First, I will discuss the primitive data type. The primitive data type include string data type, number data type, boolean data type, null data type, and undefined data type. The string data type represents a sequence of characters. A number data type represents numerical values, and a boolean data type represents a value either true or false, and a null data type represents no value at all. And undefined data type represents a value is not yet defined. So these are the primitive data types and you can use the type of operator to check the data type of these variables. I will use the type of operator and I will check the data type of variable b. As you can see, the variable b is holding a true value, which is a boolean data type. So this type of operator will return the data type of variable b as boolean. I will use the alert statement to display the return data type. I will comment out these two lines because I don't need them. I will go ahead, I will save this script. I'll refresh the page so you can see the type of operator returns the data type of variable b as a boolean. So these are the primitive data types and primitive data types have value inside them. You can see that these variables are holding values. So these are the primitive data types. Next, I will discuss non-primitive or reference data type in JavaScript. In JavaScript, non-primitive or reference data types are objects. Anything that doesn't belong to these 5 primitive data types is considered an object. Non-primitive data types have reference. Non-primitive or reference data type include object, array, regular expression, function, and date. The object represents an instance of an object, and through this instance, the properties of an object are accessed. The array represents group of similar value. The regular expression represents a regular expression which is used for searching purposes, and the function represents the function, and the date represents the date. You can use the type of operator to check the data type of these variables. I will use the type of operator and I will check the data type of books. As you can see, the books variable is holding an array data type and which is object data type. So this type of operator will return the data type as object. I will use the alert statement. I will comment out this alert because I don't need it. I will save this script. I'll refresh the page so you can see the type of operator returned the data type of variable books as object because this is the reference data type. Both primitive data type and non-primitive data type are declared using the var keyword. And these are the object constructors, and the new keyword is used to create these object constructors and it create a reference. So these are the non-primitive data types. The first three primitive data types, string, number and boolean, have their corresponding object constructors. Let me show you the corresponding object constructor for these first three primitive data types. I will declare a variable s. I will assign it some value. As you can see, the variable s is holding a string value and this is a string primitive data type. You can also declare the same variable s as a string object constructor. I will declare the variable s again, but this time I will use the new keyword and capital S string, and inside these parentheses I will write the string. This is the corresponding string object constructor. Conceptually, these are two different data types. This is a string data type and this is an object data type. You can use the type of operator to check the data type of a variable. I'll check the type of variable s at this stage. This alert box will show the data type of variable s as a string because at this stage the variable s is holding a string primitive data type. I will copy this line of code. I'll paste it here. And this second alert statement will show the data type of variable s as an object because at this stage the variable s is declared as string object constructor. I will comment out this alert box because I don't need it. I'll save this script and I'll refresh the page. So you can see the first alert box is showing the data type as a string and the second alert box is showing the data type of variable s as an object. The same way, using the new keyword, you can write the corresponding object constructor for the boolean and number data type. As you can see, b is declared as a boolean object and n is declared as a number object. So these are the corresponding object constructors for the first three primitive data types. Now I will add a list of some standard built-in objects in JavaScript. This is a list of some built-in object constructors in JavaScript. As you can see, object as an object, string as an object, the number as an object, the boolean as an object, the array as an object, the regular expression as an object, the function as an object, and date as an object. Math is a global object in JavaScript. The new keyword cannot be used on the math object. So these are the different data types and their object constructors in JavaScript.